Welcome to the daily Jerry Anderson podcast, which begins today with the presenter being challenged to reveal one of his most zealously guarded secrets, that is, details of the time he met Elvis. The presenter is reluctant to cast this particular shining pearl before swine, even though he is under pressure to tell a story that hasn't been heard before. The time's not right. I have a great Elvis story. See, I met Elvis. Many listeners do not know about this.
Do you know what I was talking about?
Let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
Tell the people.
I've no pen.
Have you not?
I feel semi-naked.
Well, I thank God you don't look semi-naked. I don't want to see that. I have met Elvis at the peak of his career. Not at the peak. I think when he was just on his way down, around about, I think, 73, I think it was, when I met him. And I had a wonderful time with him. And I've never revealed the details of this. I didn't meet him in Graceland. I know you think I did, but I didn't. I met him elsewhere. And
I have this image
let's put it this way,
of you meeting Elvis in an hotel.
Well,
an hotel room.
It wasn't a hotel.
You know, you're invited up into the...
No,
that's right.
It wasn't a hotel room. You see, you're starting to prize it out of me. No, I can't tell the story, but let me just say this. We connected. Because after all, from one Ulster Scot to another.
Who brought you to him?
I'm not going to tell you anymore because that's part of the story. If I start telling that, do you know the way once I start telling the story, I can't stop because I keep making it up as I go along. Mm-hmm. I don't want to even start. I want to keep this until I've got the right listener. You're the wrong listener because you're too horrible.
No, I would ask you too many questions.
No, you're too evil to be told this. I need to tell this story to someone who wants to hear it, not someone who wants to pick holes in it. That's all you care about. Trying to prove me wrong.
Was Chris Christopherson involved?
No.
Well, he was the last time you told us.
I never told it before.
No, you told us. You told us how you met him.
No, that was a red herring. I told you that.
What was the story you told us?
I'm not going to tell you. I didn't tell you any story.
You did.
I told you a little. Yeah, but I'm not going to do that again.
You told us.
I'm not going to do that again.
That you were drinking with Chris Christopherson, and I don't know whether you've been playing or whatever, but Chris Christopherson then said to you, he says, "Come on, come with me. There's someone I want you to meet."
That's not true.
And this is what you told us.
No, you've got it wrong.
And you said, right, let's go. You said, I'm not going to tell you who it is. This is Chris Christopherson. I'm not going to tell you who it is.
Does that sound believable to you? That a man would say, you're going to meet somebody, I'm not going to tell you who it is. And he brings you into a hotel room and there Elvis is sitting there. Is that what I told you?
No.
Well, of course I didn't, because it's lies. It's balderdash.
I
never said balderdash before.
Chris Christopherson took you to a house.
I didn't say
That's what you said.
I may have been.
And you walked in, he says, and there was the head and all
Oliver
these guys.
Plunkett?
The guys were all there.
Oliver Plunkett was there. And I probably lied to you.
But that's the story you told us. And you said, I'm not saying any more, and that's all I'm saying. And then you stopped the story.
I know what happened then. I know what happened then. You probably pressured me into telling you a little bit of the story, and I thought I'd just throw you a bone. None of that is true. Rory McIlroy's winning the US Open has caused the presenter to have some concerns for the lad. He may not be ready for the big bad world. If I may quote Tiger Woods, be careful of what you wish for. Or maybe it was Jeffrey Beattie who said that.
Are you not talking to Rory McIlroy?
No.
He
may not be listening.
Yeah, but I said to you, if he is listening, why don't you talk to him now as if he were listening? So you're now talking to Rory McIlroy. He's listening. You're right. His dad wakes him. He says, son, there's a the radio talking about you.
There's a on there talking
Will
about you.
Will you hear this?
And this is what he has to say. Rory, if you're listening to me, hear this. It is said that you turned down an invitation to go on the David Letterman show, but you accepted an invitation to go on TV with Ant and Dec.
He did not.
Yes, he did.
He did not.
It's a photograph in the paper. Yesterday, he spent the day yesterday.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, Rory. But what?
He spent the day yesterday filming with Ant and Dec.
I don't believe he's
in the
no
paper and looked at the
sense.
photograph. I know what I'm saying. Don't you hear what I'm saying? And he turned down the opportunity to go on with the best TV program in the world, David Letterman. He said no to David Letterman and said yes to Ant and Dec. I need to talk to him.
You do.
You really
do need to talk to him.
And another thing, some people are upset, not upset at Rory's win, but upset that, perhaps it's, having the opposite effect. Now, have a listen to this. Dear Puppet Chin, wonderful though it was, Rory's performance in the US Open will not have an impact on the tourism industry. In fact, it will scare off any foreigners who come here to play. Let me explain. Golf clubs over here are populated by people like Sean Coyle. And people who join golf clubs don't really want any new people to join the club because it's not exclusive enough. Golf club committees are composed of people who should have been tax inspectors or traffic wardens, so they make it as awkward as possible for someone who wants to just turn up and play 18 holes. They make you book a tee time in advance. They ask you for your handicap certificate. They make you change your trousers. Then when you finally manage to get your trousers on, get your handicap certificate and get playing, you'll find signs up all over the clubhouse saying, members only bar, members only showers, members only toilet, non-members bugger off. But don't forget to pay your 40 quid green freeze. I love golf, but I hate golf people. Same as rugby. There's a man after my own heart. But life goes on, and the Antiques Roadshow goes on forever. It's coming to Ireland to look for things decrepit, even though valuable. The Antiques Roadshow is coming to Enniskillen, I do believe, next week, and apparently people are a little reluctant to bring forward their bits and pieces. I'll be talking to someone and explaining to you how you can bring your bits and pieces and what you have to do. And what do you call your one with the big nose? Kate Bruce? What's her name? Fiona Bruce. She'll be there.
I hope you're not talking to her tomorrow after that remark.
I'm not talking to her tomorrow. No, I'm talking to someone else who's involved in the programme. And we were trying to get people to bring on...
I love that programme.
So do I. People bring on their ornaments, you know, and their bits and pieces that they have. You might have a Ming vase. And also... There's a joke there.
Yes, Janet says you're very hateful today.
I know I am hateful today. I know, aren't I? Particularly. I think aren't I particularly hateful today?
Yes, you are very, very hateful today. You really
I'm getting your back up. I'm really annoying you today.
You are annoying me today.
You just want to thump me, don't you?
I would love to hit you a good kick in the... I would. I'd love to boot you.
The big Stever.
I want good root.
This programme is renowned for valuable household tips. Listen on, all those who have been burnt by a freshly boiled egg and could not reply.
You caught me talking to Patricia in our office this morning.
Yes, I did. You were hiding things from me
You
again.
didn't know what was going on. It was a very, very innocent conversation.
I know, but
I was passing on some information to her.
I know, but
about an egg.
You see, there are various interpretations of what an egg is. You know that, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm not going down there at road with you, okay?
Okay. But, you know, I just feel excluded.
I'm afraid of you this morning.
I know you
are. I really am afraid.
You know I'm evil today.
Yes.
No, but I feel excluded. I mean, when I walk into a room and two people stop talking...
No, but I was passing on a little tip to Patricia.
About your egg?
And how to open her egg.
Right. But how did she react when given this advice?
I thought I was the only one who didn't know how to open an egg.
Right. Maybe perhaps.
But when I told Patricia, she didn't know either. She can't wait to boil an egg. She says she's going to do it.
Well, tell the listeners how they
Well, how do you open your egg?
How do I open my egg?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what I do.
I want the
truth?
Yes,
I'll give you the truth.
I want you to tell me you're lifting the egg now out of the pot.
I'll tell you exactly what I do.
Boiling water.
I'll tell you exactly what I do.
Easy, right.
I am a very big fan of boiled eggs, particularly parboiled. I do what Prince Charles did. Do you know what Prince Charles did? No. Whenever he has an egg, well, he doesn't do this himself, obviously, because he's the future king. But what he does is when he decides to have an egg, he gets them to do two. Right?
Right.
And when he figures that one is ready, he'll take one of them out and try it. And if it's ready, he throws that away and says, that's the other one will do me.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what you do
when
you're future king.
That, you see,
he can afford it. We can't afford it to throw an egg away.
Yeah.
What I do is I boil it.
Why doesn't he mix them up in a cup?
I don't know. I can't answer that. The talk, of course, never strays far from what was on television last night, and today, of course, is no exception. The trivia, the tedium, continues.
I was flicking last night, and
I'm sure you were.
I came across Terry Wogan on a strange channel. I don't know.
Some kind of quiz?
No, it was one of those it'll be all right on the night, pets do the funniest things type of program. I don't know. And he was sitting on a deck chair with sort of a khaki outfit on him, you know.
Was it an elderly program? Did he look older, younger?
It was very strange. I don't know what it was.
Was it made some years ago?
I think so. No, I don't.
Well, you can tell by looking at him. You saw him when he was here.
Yeah.
Did they look the same?
Yeah, something similar.
That must be recent then.
What is this? What is this about here?
God knows what we do.
You know, one clip was of a cat and a squirrel playing together. Or sorry, a little kitten and a squirrel, and there they were playing, and Terry saying, look how wonderful this is, and
See, that's all
canned laughter, and
yes,
that's
all ahead of us. Whenever we are eventually sacked, we'll eventually do programs like funny things that your children say. That's all ahead of us. Unless we save up enough money that we don't have to do that, which is not a possibility.
What about the blame game?
What about it?
Did you ever watch it?
No.
Nor did
I don't like those things.
No,
nothing wrong with those guys.
Nothing. No, but it's just I can't take it.
I can't handle stand-up comedians competing with each other. Yeah. They're like, you know what they're like? They're children waiting for their mother to collect them at school. You know the way children get excited before their mother collects them? Now, it's like children who are waiting for their mother to collect them, and their mother is half an hour late. That's what it's like. I've got a fantasy here about what would happen if
Ellen wants to. It was very old there, wasn't it?
It was very, very old indeed.
Like that. Ellen's on one.
As I was saying before you went, there's a fantasy here. A gentleman has put together a little fantasy poem as to what would happen if we went to America with Geordie.
Oh.
It's called Geordie Does America. I was going to read that, but then I was interrupted. Where is this? I'll keep at that TV here. There's a TV in the corner with some DIY guy on it. Who does that?
Shane.
Why does he do that?
He thinks you're interested.
Thank you for listening. Back tomorrow.